been a week. So our lesson. So we are discussing with respiration. The respiration part from the very first lesson to end of the lessons of 10th class syllabus, we totally mutually linked with organisms, means animals, and both end of plants. Okay, so we have completed respiration in where? In animals, means human beings. Now it's time to know the respiration takes place in plants. So this is about plants. You everyone aware that plants will take carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen. But that happens only during the preparation of food material. Okay? It takes carbon dioxide and release oxygen only if it conducts photosynthesis reaction. But in order to lead the plant's life also, it needs oxygen because it stores some food for itself and store some food in the form of fruits or vegetables or flowers, etc. etc. Okay? So that food should be digested in its body also, in plant body also. For that sake, it also needs oxygen to take and release carbon dioxide. Nothing but taking inside oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide is known as what? Respiration. Okay, so what is that? Respiration. So, not only photosynthesis, it also carries out what is that? Respiration. So, during photosynthesis part, it releases oxygen. If it is conducting respiration, then it releases carbon dioxide. I think it was clear. So, for us, nose participate in taking the oxygen and the lungs, it takes oxygen and distribute to heart, and from heart it carries to every part of the animal body by the blood. Okay, but here in the plants, it takes place by a specialized structure known as stomata. Known as what? Stomata. Generally, if you observe a leaf, okay, if you compare the leaf on the upper side and the lower side of the leaf is light green in color or pale green in color when compared with the upper side. The upper side is full of chloroplast, that is the green pigment that traps solar energy. That is why the upper surface is mostly green in color. And the lower surface does not contain that much chloroplast. That is why it is pale green in color. And that is the place on the lower side. What is present? Stomata are present. So these are the, what we say? These are the structures. So these are the structures that evolve in the process of respiration. If you observe this structure, these are two guard cells. These are the two guard cells and these are the axillary cells. The opening and closing of stomata helps in the respiration. Opening and closing of stomata helps in the respiration. So in the textbook it was given that leaf as the respiratory organ. So they have given leaf as the respiratory organ. So in our body, lungs are the respiratory organs, but here leaves are the respiratory organ they have given, because on the lower side, in the TS of leaf we have discussed lower epidermis, okay, lower cuticle, and the lower side there are two shaped cells like this we have discussed. So lower epidermis. Water present? So from here oxygen will go, and from here only carbon dioxide will come, and here in between some space is present. Okay, what is it? Board is not clear. Okay, no need of board of today's content. It is only of explanation. So in plants, what are the respiratory organs? Leaves. In the leaves, stomata are the structures, or the stomata are the cells. They are not the organs, they are the cells. Like in lungs, which are the cells that participate in cellular respiration? Alveoli. Same like that, stomata are the cells that participate in the respiration of what? Plants. So generally, what happens in the stomata? There is various spaces are present, and the spaces are filled with the oxygen or otherwise carbon dioxide, and that oxygen is carried towards all the body parts, and next, so how the respiration takes place means, in the alveoli itself we have discussed the cellular respiration takes place by diffusion. Diffusion means, you all members know, spreading. Spreading is known as diffusion. So the process of oxygen and carbon dioxide transportation takes place through the process of diffusion. And another one, in the roots also stomata are present. In your textbook it was given aeration of roots. So from the roots itself, the roots have small root, tiny fish. From the roots itself, the respiration takes place. Okay, and you have studied in the adaptation lesson in 9th class biology. Adaptation to ecosystem. Is it okay? I have cleaned the camera. Is it okay now? If camera was not clear, I can't see myself, no? It was okay now. Let me check once. Everyone say your name and branch. I'm checking once. Is it clear or not? It was clear. No problem. It was clear, students. No problem. No, I am watching here. Myself, I am watching in sometime. Okay, no problem. You just listen the class. Okay, students? You just listen the class. bold because only explanation is present. I'm going to finish this chapter today, so don't worry about that. So actually the thing is respiration in plants takes place by the organ that is leaf. Okay, now once again I am repeating to your students, don't worry about the board. The thing is you have to listen class, only you listen because no use of board. Okay, you almost know about stomata, so that's what I am discussing. So what is the respiratory organ in the plants? Leaf is the respiratory organ. And what are the cells that conduct respiration in plants? The answer is stomata. What is the answer? Stomata. So the stomata itself opens and closes, opens and closes, and in the meanwhile, so Kasturi is saying that 480p here it seems. Try once that 480p, your picture clarity. No problem about that, you just listen the class. Okay, so stomata open and closing. And in water plants, so generally in the aquatic plants, what is happening means oxygen is present in the water. What is the formula of water? H2. So in the water itself, oxygen is present in dissolved form. So for them it is difficult to take oxygen. So what they do, they develop some special organs and they make their stems and leaves hollow spaces. Hollow means big spaces, so that the dissolved oxygen will directly enter into the plant. Okay, and some other structures we have observed, that is, what is that? Knees or pneumatophores. In the roots itself, they develop outside. They grow outside to take what? Oxygen from the air. So what are the adaptations takes place in the plants? Pneumatophores or knees. A-N-E-E-S. Knees or pneumatophores. P-N-E-U-M-A-T-O-P-H-O-R-E-S. Pneumatophores. Isn't it? And next one. So here one experiment is there to prove that plants release carbon dioxide. Plants release carbon dioxide. In 7th class science, we have conducted an experiment to prove what is that CO2 is released, and then what is that in the acids, bases and salts also you have done an experiment that CO2 is released. Okay, CO2 is released, carbon dioxide is released. One experiment you will do, that metal carbonates when react with the acids, they release carbon dioxide. What is the test for carbon dioxide that you do there? You take a lime water and if you pass the gas, the lime water will turn to Milky Way. This is a test for carbon dioxide. And also in the 7th class science you have done an experiment that blowing carbon dioxide into the lime water through another tube. That tube will pass carbon dioxide into the lime water and the lime water turns to Milky Way. So in your textbook it was given a experiment that what experiment you have to take Bengal gram cells. That is, what is that? Chana dal. Okay. No net problem is there here. It was clear. Net was so clear. Strength was very clear. So you just listen, no problem. So you have to soak Bengal gram seeds, chana dal, what we call chana dal, and you have to soak it overnight. And after that you remove the water and tightly pack in a wet cloth. So they will give they will become somewhat, give some sprouts. And afterwards you take that sprouted Bengal gram, only small. If you notice small sprout, you then shift into a jar with closed lid. In that jar itself, keep a glass of lime water. Okay? Keep a glass of lime water. The lime water, after one day, you observe that lime water turns to Milky Way. So we can say that the sprouts have released carbon dioxide. They have released carbon dioxide means what is that? Vice versa, they have taken oxygen. If they take oxygen only, they can release carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is released during respiration. So this is the experiment that we can say that plants also respire. Camera is not a problem. I have seen in my gadget, no problem of camera. It was very clear. Next thing is whether heat is produced or not. Whether heat is produced or not. Okay, in the previous lesson itself, means in the respiration of anaerobic respiration, also we have discussed, we have kept a thermometer. So same that you have to do. You have to keep a thermometer in the soaked Bengal gram seeds. You can do the two experiments in one itself, one jar. You take Bengal gram seeds and keep in a closed vessel and keep a lime water beaker, and next you keep a thermometer. So both you can observe, the lime water will turn to milky white and the thermometer will show rise in the temperature. So it shows that carbon dioxide is released due to, so the lime water turns to milky white and the temperature shows high in the thermometer. It states that heat and carbon dioxide is released during the respiration in plants. Okay, so we have finished our lesson, the second lesson. It's time to discuss some more things, important things. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. We'll clear you. Okay, the experiments are there. So what are the experiments? They carry out so one thing is there, photosynthesis versus respiration. So meanwhile the plants will carry out photosynthesis and as well as respiration. Photosynthesis in the sense they carry out what food process with the help of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. But in the place of respiration, the glucose is produced, that will be dissolved or digested to release carbon dioxide. So both will take place, and actually photosynthesis takes place in chloroplast to produce sugars. Page number 43, you can once you can check the last para. Okay, page number 43, or you can take the end sheet of this lesson, last page of this lesson, last para. Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast to produce sugars. The para is there, so you can underline that para. Okay, very important. And next here, last point is there. What is the last point? Temperature, humidity, light intensity affect the ratio of photosynthesis and respiration in plants. Very, very important. Most important. So if temperature is more or less, it affects the rate of photosynthesis and respiration. Humidity means the moisture in the air or the water droplets present in the air is known as humidity. And light intensity. If more light is present, they can participate in the photosynthesis. If less light is present, they can take part only less amount of food materials. So that we have completed our lesson. If anything was left, you can ask me. So we'll clear your doubts. Definitely we'll clear your doubts. If you have no doubts, then we will go to our next lesson. No doubts for you, everyone? Shall we enter into new lesson? What are lenticels? Lenticels nothing but these grams. Bengal gram, red gram. These are known as lenticels. Aquatic animals breathe faster than terrestrial animals. No. Actually, they have hollow spaces because in the mixed form, oxygen is present. So page number 39, in my textbook, page number 39, it was given different types of respiration in what different organisms here. So what is that? They have given in our body lungs are present, but in the what is that? For example, in aquatic animals, special organs are present. Okay. So this page. My textbook and your textbook may differ in numbers because it was my old textbook. So here in the page number 40, my textbook page number is 40. Okay, in cockroach and grasshopper tracheal respiratory system. I used to draw a table, but here we are saying that board was not clear. I was just explaining. In cockroach, in 7th class science respiration in animals, in this you will get this type of table. 7th class science. In cockroach, which type of the respiratory organs are? Trachea. What are those? Trachea or tracheoles. In aquatic animals, in fishes, gills. Gills means, you know, in the front they are present, they use it to swim. Gills. And next, in fishes, it opens its mouth always. Next through skin. For example, frog. Frog, skin respiration takes place. That is nothing but cutaneous respiration. Okay. But lungs means they are pulmonary organs. 10th class students listen this statement. Lungs are known as pulmonary organs. What are those? Pulmonary organs. You will get this question might be. What is that? Lungs are known as pulmonary organs. The respiration that takes place through lungs is known as pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration. Yes, Prasad Vara, what animals heart beats fast? So in the next lesson this will come. Which animal takes more heartbeats? Okay. Pulmonary respiration. In our body, which type of respiration? Pulmonary respiration. And next one in frog, cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous means skin respiration. The respiration that takes place through skin is known as cutaneous respiration. So it was over. Okay. Okay, we have completed lesson. Seems that we don't have any doubts. Let us enter into our next lesson. So, in your annexure it was given pranayama. What is pranayama? If you are closing one nose and you are doing and you are respiring one nostril and releasing it with another nostril. We don't know. During our breathing, we don't know from which nostril it is going, from which nostril we are releasing, or both nostrils, from both nostrils we are taking or giving out. So pranayama means if you hold one nostril closed, you will take deep breath inside. So more oxygen you may take. You may not, you will take more oxygen. And the oxygen, it should be reached to the brain and various types of tissues. If you have more oxygen only, your all body parts will affect. So, which is the element that carries oxygen to each and every cell? Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is present in blood. So, the blood is essential. If we have good blood, means healthy blood, then only oxygen is supplied to various parts of our body. It is essential. That is why if you go to hospital, so they will why big animals diffusion pressure not sufficient to distribute oxygen to all What? Why big animals? What? Big animals have big body. Why oxygen is not diffused part? You think once. If you have small area surface, I will ask you a question. Generally, let us complete this pranayama. So pranayama, ayama means journey, prana means oxygen, the gas. So the journey of gas is known as pranayama. So this you have to maintain oxygen content maximum in your body. For that you have to practice pranayama daily. So generally, if you are taking oxygen, the most oxygen is not utilized by our body. For example, we have discussed one chart. Oxygen in the taking in air and oxygen in the exhaling. 21% of oxygen is present in inhaled air, but if it is coming outside, 16%. Why can't we take the total oxygen present in air? It's not supplied, means it depends upon the blood movement and the purification and the functioning of our both organs, that is lungs and heart. Understood, I think so. So, in order to get fresh air and oxygen supplied to brain, because active participation of brain is necessary. Working of brain is necessary because brain is the master organ, because it controls and coordinates all the body parts. If it is active only, we can work actively. Okay, so you have to daily do pranayama, the gas of breathing. Many pranayamas are present in our life. That is Indian exercise. We call yoga and this pranayamas as Indian exercises and meditations. Okay, yoga is considered as Indian exercises. So everyone will go to gym and practice what exercises. But yoga is known as Indian exercises, a very ancient and Indian traditional exercise. And this pranayama is a type of Indian meditation. It clears all the health issues. Okay, it clears all the health issues. So, a student asked a question, why big animals can't all the body parts? So, generally, I will give you an example. Generally, we drink tea or coffee or what we call it as Boost, Horlicks, Bonvita, like that. Okay, if you have observed in your home, your mother, not in all homes, your mother will give tea to your father or any elders. Okay, so at that time she may use cup saucer. Okay, cup saucer. And what your father used to do, he used to pour the tea, hot tea on the what? On the saucer. So what happens? It diffuses easily, but it takes much time. Surface area is more in which area? Which parts? Cup or saucer? Saucer. So the heat will evaporate and it is easy to drink. But here diffusion means it should be spread from the heart to each and every part. It should go out and it should reach to brain also. It is easy to go the liquids in the slope area. But what about the upper area? I am standing like this. Blood is a liquid. Heart is present on the left side. That is why the left lung is small. From the left side, the blood should be pumped to different organs. Okay, clear. It will go easily. It was clear. Okay, so it will go. But what about upside? It takes some time to go to upside. So in order to reach, it should give oxygen. Simultaneously, it should take carbon dioxide. Give oxygen, take carbon dioxide. So much process. That is why the big body for each and every. You see, if you take a finger, millions of cells are present. Every cell needs oxygen. To every cell, blood should be transferred. So you can think how much time it will take for next lesson, that is circulatory system. Third lesson, transportation, the circulatory systems. Just go to introduction part. Okay. Okay students, let us start in the, it is a fresh lesson, new lesson we are entering. So one question and answers. Okay, we have completed our lesson. Tomorrow we will enter into the next lesson. We have finished today's session. Okay friends, be safe and stay learning.